So guys, just before starting the session, just it's an just let me I can see some yesterday we conducted a free workshop actually, guys. Maybe somewhere around 7 to 9 people has been joined. Anyone guys who has been joined yesterday for the free workshop? Anyone is there, guys? Just get to know about that. Anyone is there?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So nothing is there. So nothing about the workshop. So yesterday's workshop is going to be. Yesterday's workshop is basically just a small awareness, like generally before starting a batch, just to clarify some a kind of a doubts and all these things. We'll be conducting a kind of a free workshop. We'll be conducting actually with technical aspects will not be there. Just it is going to be just an idea, like what topics we are going to learn, like what are the things if you want to become a full stack data scientist. So what are the things we have to get required? What technologies we have to learn? So just a little bit ideas like what a data science will do, all these things we have been got discussed. Okay, so no worries guys, no worries about that. So anyhow, that does not matter. So once again guys, I think most of the guys has been joined for the today's workshop, today's demo class. Just let me introduce myself guys. This is Vamsi Krishna here. So almost all I'm having around 19 years of experience. And let me give you just a 2 minutes introduction, guys. Just a small presentation, just a small PPT was there yesterday. Who has been attended yesterday's session? Maybe they know about me, but for the guys who has been joined for the today's session. Actually, today is the first session, guys. Don't worry. Okay. So yesterday we just conducted a small workshop. We have been got conducted. You know, generally what is a workshop basically? Just an idea, just we have been given some kind of an idea we have been given. So this is about myself guys. So this is Vamsi Krishna here. So almost all I'm having around 19 years of experience. So on both training support and which is going to be on the training support development part. So my complete specialization is on the data itself. So that is one of the reason why I was able to shift to this data science in a very easy way, because my complete specialization is on the data itself. So I worked as a database developer, database admin, MSBI, mainly the business intelligence actually, guys, BA part. So which is going to be business intelligence. I have been got work. So the guys who has been worked on business intelligence, they can move to this data science in a very easy, because everything, my specialization is all about data itself actually. I completely worked with the data itself. So that is the reason I was able to handle this particular data science and all these things in a very easy way. So my experience includes managing, processing and analyzing of large volumes of business data. So as I already told you that I was expertise in database management, business intelligence technologies, some kind of a big data technologies, and from almost all some around 6 years, almost all it was closer to 6 years. So I'm working on data science, machine learning, deep learning and artificial intelligence. And I have done one certification program from IIIT Hyderabad also. So that is going to be one of my the major the skill set which I can say where I have been got experts on AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad. So through an advanced program, there is one advanced certification program from IIIT Hyderabad. So this is all about myself actually, guys. So my complete experience, I can talk about database systems, I can talk about the big data systems, and all these are available. Even I can talk about SQL, I can talk about maths and everything we can talk about them. Okay, fine guys. So yeah, so once again guys, this is going to be a demo session actually. So we require somewhere around 3 to 4 demo sessions are going to be required actually guys. It's not one within one session. We cannot understand completely like what is a data science, and a little bit hard time actually guys, a little bit odd time. So generally I'll tell you the batch timing. So if it is comfortable, we'll take up, generally our classes will be for 90 minutes actually guys. Generally regular classes are from 90 minutes. So generally from, for example, 6 to 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Already have a class from 8:30 to 8 to 9:30 p.m. already have a class. Okay, anyhow, because most of the guys are asking my batch, they're requesting for my batch. So we started as an just like an just we have started. Let us check it out how many people will join. So our class will be from 9:30 p.m. actually, guys. So I can't take more time because it becomes too late. Generally, we'll take up to 10:30 initially. Let us take 1 hour session, guys. After that, if it is comfortable, we'll extend up to 11 o'clock. We'll extend it later if it is comfortable and everything is fine with that. Because the early morning, some people has to work. Because me also, I have to join the class at morning 7 a.m. So it may becomes a little bit late for me. So let me check it out. Okay, don't worry. So let us, as of now, we'll take the class from 9:30 to 10:30. We'll take up the class, guys. Okay. So don't worry about the class timings and all these things. It's basically a demo session actually, guys. So our course is going to be nothing but it's going to be a full stack data science. It's a full stack data science actually, guys. So what is full stack data science? First of all, what do you mean to say full stack actually? Nowadays, everywhere they are talking about full stack Java, full stack Python, full stack UI, full stack data engineer. What do you mean to say full stack actually, guys? So the companies are expecting the guys or they're expecting the people to work from end to end. That means it is not like I know only this module, I can work only in this level of the project actually. So from end to end, from beginning to ending, whatever the different techniques or technologies that are required, you should be aware about all those things actually. That is what exactly we'll say about the full stack data science actually. So as part of that means whenever you want to work as a data science in a data science project, so what are the different skill sets that are going to be required? You cannot say that I know only these concepts, I can work only in these particular modules, because the companies are looking for a kind of a full stack developers or full stack people who is having a complete knowledge about that. So as part of our full stack data science course, mainly we are going to be learning. There are so many things are there, but mainly we are going to be working with somewhere around 3 different types of concepts we are going to be working actually, guys. One is going to be, we are talking about something called as an ML, which stands for machine learning, and which is going to be DL, which is going to be basically for deep learning. And the other one is going to be the AI, which is going to be the artificial intelligence. So mainly we are going to be learning about 3. Mostly AI and DML is going to be the most concepts actually, guys. AI, we cannot work that much level because that requires a specialized training and a specialized knowledge is going to be required. We'll give some kind of an introduction to AI, but we don't go in deep into that AI part actually. But don't worry, ML, DL is all part of AI concepts only we are going to be working. ML, we are learning ML means ML is a part of AI only. DL is going to be part of our ML. ML is a part of your AI. So if you're learning ML, DL means they're also part of your AI concepts only we are going to be working. Anyhow, it will take some time to understand actually, guys, what is deep learning, what is AI, what is ML. All these are going to be takes a little bit time. Immediately within a single class or single session, you cannot really understand what is going to be the machine learning. What is this machine learning and all these things. So today, today we are going to be having some small discussion actually, guys, like a small discussion like what is ML? What is going to be nothing, but it's going to be in ML, a small introduction part. I don't want to go in deep into that particular machine learning concepts actually. So what is machine learning and how it has been got started and all these things, I will start up with that. We'll start with a small introduction part. We are going to discuss about that. So what is machine learning first of all actually, guys? Let us start with the ML discussion actually. So please attend some around 3 to 4 demo classes actually, guys. So if you want to really understand what do you mean to say data science, at least we have to attend somewhere around 3 to 4 demos we have to attend. It's a free of cost. So attend it a free of cost. After that, if you are satisfied with my teaching, the whatever the how my course curriculum was there. So if you are satisfied with that, then you can register by paying the fees actually. So attend 3 to 4 demo classes so that you can get some clarity about what is data science, what is ML, etc. Okay. So let us start with what is going to be machine learning actually, guys. What do you mean to say about a machine learning? So by looking at the word or by hearing about the word called as a machine learning. So what do you mean to say machine learning? Will you learn from the machine or machine will learn from ourselves? So machine is going to learn actually, guys. We are not going to learn anything from the machine. machine learned from ourselves. We are going to make the machine to learn. So machines are going to be learning actually, guys. So why the machine learning is required first of all? So this point has been started. The people started thinking about this particular point. Why the machine has to learn? It was not started in the recent years actually, guys. It is a very it has been become successful in the recent years. Maybe somewhere around 2012, 2013, that has been got started and became a little bit popular by 2016 somewhere there. Hardly it is going to be, maybe I can say 6-7 years back it has been got started actually. But actually the machine learning, the point has been got started around in 1960s. It was started actually, guys. Around in 1960s only it was started actually. If you see some history about that, there is a person called as an Arthur Samuel. His name is going to be Samuel. He was working in IBM at that time in 1960s. While he was working in IBM, he started this, he has been got started this particular concept called as an, which is going to be nothing but the machine learning they has been started. First of all, why he has been got started this particular machine learning actually, guys? Why he has been got started actually? The reason is going to be a very simple. So initially he has, every expert has got some, a computer expert has got some kind of a doubt actually. That is, why every time we are writing a program? So whenever we talk about any programming languages, up to now, maybe you have been learned about C, C++, Java, .NET. We have been learned about those particular languages. Maybe it's whatever the languages you learn. In every language, whenever we started learning any language, the first point the expert says is, why do you require a programming language? Because your computers cannot understand, they cannot take a decision by themselves. So we have to do some kind of an instructions. A program is nothing but a collection of some kind of an executable statements or a set of instructions. So whenever we run a program, according to the instructions in that particular program, the computer is going to run. So what a computer can do is, whatever the logic we have written or whatever the program we have been written, just that particular program is going to be executed. If you write the logic correctly, the outcome is also going to be correctly, it will work. If you don't write the logic correctly, or if you don't write the code correctly, so either it is going to be gives you a kind of a wrong results it will give. But up to now what we are thinking is, computers are capable only to run the code what we have been got written. They will run the code what we have been written. Whatever the code we have written, according to that only they will execute. So these computer experts on the other side, they have started researching, like, why every time we have to write a program? Why not the computers can learn by themselves? So every time you are writing a program of addition of two numbers, so every time hundreds of times, or some not hundreds of times, some thousands of times and some millions of times, we are writing a program. But every time we have to say the machine, we have to say that to the machine, saying that if I say 10, 20, if the output should be coming as 30, we have to add up these particular two numbers. So if I give the input as 10 and 20, and if we're expecting an output as a 30, so we have to write the logic saying that it is going to be nothing but the addition of that particular two numbers actually. Every time you have to write, not one time, not two times. Every time you want to add the two numbers, we have to write the code for that. So whenever we want to get a 30, whenever the input is 10 and 20, compulsory we have to write a code there, which is nothing but 10 plus 20. Unless and until you don't write the code, so the machine cannot, the program cannot give you the output as 30. So that is where the point of research has been got started actually. These experts thought that, why every time you are writing the code, why not the machines can study by themselves, or why not the machines can learn? Like whenever I give 10 and 20, and if I want to get the output as 30, it is nothing but addition of two numbers. So initially in 1960s, at the 1960s, we know that the computing power is very, very slow, very small actually, guys. You know that in 1960s, why the computers used to be used. So today's your computers are doing a lot of work actually, guys. But a 1960 computer is only able to perform a very few operations, like which is going to be less capable than your current calculator. your current, you will be using some calculator, no guys, in your mobiles or in your shops, they will use a calculator. That calculator is better than a computer during 1960s, because they can do only addition, subtraction, multiplications and divisions. They cannot do any other operations. Only these 4 operations only it was able to do. A computer was able to do only those 4 operations. Nowadays a calculator can do little bit more than that. It can calculate percentage, or it can do some other extra calculations. But 1960s computers are very it's going to be computationally, there are going to be very very small. They can't do more number of computations. Only 4 computations, 4 calculations only they were able to do. So though they have been started a research on that, being the computing power is very, very small, they are able to train the machine, saying that they're able to give some training. The machines are able to learn. For example, they used to say like this actually, guys, A and B. So if A is going to be true, B is going to be true, then result is also going to be true. If A is going to be true, B is going to be false, the result is going to be false. So we know this actually, guys. If A is false and B is false, the result is also going to be false. And if the A is false and B is going to be true, the result is going to be true. So we all of you know that how this result has been came. We already know how the results has been came, because we already know that whenever the true and true is coming as a true, whenever true and false is coming as a false, whenever false and true is coming, is coming as a false, guys. And whenever false and false is coming as a false, we know that it is going to be nothing but, it's going to be nothing but A and B actually. It is nothing but it's an AND operator. So initially this whatever the person I'm talking about, the Samuel, he has started doing some research. Like they have been given some training to the machine. The machines are able to learn. Whenever I given a true and whenever I given the B as a true, the result is going to be true. The machines are able to study them actually. They're able to say that, yes, this is an AND operator, this is an OR operator, this is a NOT operator. Initially in 1960s, they have been developed these operators, this machine learning, just to perform some operations like AND, OR and NOTs. The logical operation, they're able to do it actually. They used to do the logical operation, they used to understand them. Because at the time, the computing power is very, very small. After that, being the computer, the computing power of your systems has been drastically increased. Compare with 1960s, as of now in 2022, as of in 2022, the computers are very, very powerful. Not even a computer, a small mobile, a basic mobile is going to be a better than a computer which was there around some 20-30 years back. At least some 20 years back, you can imagine 20 years back how the computer configuration used to be there. But as of now, how the computer configuration was there. So at that time, some kind of a supercomputers. Now, a mobile is going to be better than a supercomputer, because that is going to be having a better RAM or a better processing. The capabilities are better than the 1960s computers actually. So over the time period, as the computing power has been got drastically increased, so they have been implemented slowly, step by step, they're implemented. And they're able to, initially they're able to study only AND, OR and NOTs. After that, they are able to understand something like an addition, subtraction, they're able to understand. But nowadays, as of the computing power, so we are able to solve almost any complicated, the real-time issues and the real-time problems, we are able to solve it actually. So what is a simple way to understand what is a machine learning actually, guys? A simple way to understand is, for example, to say that, let us say that tomorrow, for example, if I ask a person, so can you tell me whether tomorrow, whether it will rain or not, whether there will be rain. So rain will be yes or rain will be no. Simple. If I ask a person, or if anybody asks you, saying that, can you tell me tomorrow whether it could be rain or whether it does not rains actually. Generally, how do you do the prediction? How do you do that particular estimation actually? It's not like just like tossing a coin. We just by saying that I'll toss a coin. If it is head, tomorrow it will rain. If it is tail, it does not rains tomorrow. We cannot say like that. At least some estimation, maybe 100% may not be correct, but at least 60, 70% if you predict correctly, if you tell me correctly, So generally what I'm going to do that. So if you want to estimate the tomorrow's, whatever the temperature or the weather status or the rain status, so simply what I'm going to do is the last 10 days, what happened, will verify that. So during the last 10 days, how it was rainy. So in how many days it was rain, in how many days it was didn't rain. For example, last 10 days, I'll take it. Out of the last 10 days, for example, 8 days it was rained. And whenever it is 2 days, there was no rain actually. So we know that out of the 10 days, last 10 days, 8 days it was rain and 2 days there was no rain. So I can say that 80% is going to be 80% of the case it was rain and 20% of the case it didn't rain. Now, what about the tomorrow chance? So tomorrow chance is nothing but I'll simply say that I don't say that it will rain or does not rain, but I'll say that 80% of the chances that tomorrow it is going to rain actually. So even if you see some kind of an Google weather status or something like that, this says that 80% chances that tomorrow it will rain, or 20% chances that tomorrow it is going to rain. It means that if 80% chances that it was rain, 20% chances that it does not rain actually. So generally how we take a decisions in our real life, generally how do we take the decisions in real life? So what could happen in the future? So tomorrow what could happen? So based on the previous day, what has been happened, or the last 10 days, what has been happened, based on that particular understanding from the last 10 days, 8 days it was rain. So 80% probability. Depending on that, I can say that 80% probability that there is going to be rain tomorrow. 20% probability that, or 20% chances that there will not be any rain actually. That means you are going to explain or you are going to predict what could happen in the tomorrow by understanding the previous 10 days data or 20 days data or 30 days data, whatever it may be. So machine learning is all about that particular technique only. If you can explain what has been happened in the past, automatically it will explain, it can identify what could happen in the future. It's a kind of an, what we can say that, it's a kind of an, what we can say this, which is going to be a predictive analysis actually. It is going to be nothing but it's a kind of an predictive analysis or a predictive analytics, what they are going to call it as. So tell me what has been happened in the past. Based on that, I can understand that particular data, and based on that, what could happen in the future, I can say that. That is what the machine learning says about that. But you have to tell me what has been happened in the past. So what has been happened in the past? Tell me your experience. So even as a humans also, over the time period, we are going to learn will improve our learning procedure. We are going to improve our learning actually. Like for example, whenever we join in a company. So when you join a company as a fresher, your performance may not be 100%. Your performance is going to be only 50% only. But over the time period, you are learning a better way, better way, better way. Same as it is, machines are also able to learn. But immediately they can't learn it immediately effectively. But over the time period, they will improve their particular performance. That is what machine learning talks about that. So simple to say that what is machine learning means, give some data to the machine. The machine is going to learn, it is going to learn from that particular data, and it is going to tell you what has been happened. That is going to be what we are going to call it as insights. Some kind of an insights will come actually, guys. So whenever the data was given to the machine will try to study the data and get some kind of an insights. Based on that particular insights, we are going to do some kind of a prediction action. So that is what the simple way to understand what is machine learning. Data was given to the machine is going to learn from the data actually. Whatever it has been got learned, that particular learning is going to be given as an insight to us. And based on that particular insights, we can do some kind of a predictions. This is going to be all about a machine learning project lifecycle actually. There are so many other tasks are there. I didn't highlighted all that particular major tasks. In a simple way to understand, data was given to the machine. Tell me in the last 10 days what happened. So automatically machine studies that in how many cases it was rain, in how many situations it didn't rain, it will learn it from them. And based on that, whether tomorrow, whether it rains or not, it is going to tell you about it. So that is going to be all about something what we are going to call it as prediction. So data was given to the machine is going to understand the data and it is going to gives you that particular understanding and learn in format of insights. And based on that particular insights, it is going to be do some kind of a prediction actually, guys. So don't worry, guys. That means I'm going to write just to show you. So one of the major thing is most of the people is going to be get said doubt. So really machines can learn. That is one of the major doubt the most of the people will have. Will really machines learn? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely machines will learn actually, guys. Even I also has been got wondered like how I didn't believe machines will learn initially that whenever I started learning, initially I also didn't believe how machines can learn. Is it not a robot? Robots also cannot learn. But nowadays, the robots are also able to learn by themselves. So in some kind of a movies we have been seeing a kind of an human robot, what we are going to call it as a humanoid robots, what we can say that. It is also having some intelligence just like our humans will have. Up to now, we are having a statements. Robots cannot think by themselves. They don't have any intelligence by themselves. Everything is programmed. So whenever we have been given some program, based on that only they're able to work. But now the robots are going to be, they're acting very similar like humans. So how the humans are able to take a decision by themselves? Same as it is, the robots and the machines are also able to take some kind of a decisions by themselves actually. Okay, so don't worry. I'm just because I just want to show you like really very the interesting. So don't worry about whatever the code I'm writing or whatever that particular. Just a few questions I'll ask you. A few questions we can easily understand the data. It's very easy. It's very easy to understand the data. Just a small data. I don't take any a large volumes of data. So just I'm going to be giving some kind of a data. So don't worry. Whatever the code I'm writing, don't worry about that. So just I want to show you some interesting facts about the machine learning actually. Don't worry about the code actually, guys. So don't worry about that. All this will become very easy. Now it will becomes very complicated, but later it is going to becomes very easy actually, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay. So just have a look at this particular code. Just I will do some kind of an code. I'm going to do that. Don't worry about that, which I'm going to tell you about that, which you are going to learn in our later classes. Don't worry. I'm importing some libraries actually, guys. It's a very small example. A very small example. Generally, to solve this problem, I really don't require to use any machine learning. Whenever the data is a very large where the humans cannot decode them, then I have to require a machine learning. Otherwise, it is not required actually, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay. I'm taking a very small data set to this. I'm just giving a very small data set actually, guys. A very small data set. So don't worry about the code, what I'm going to write it. Just I'm writing a small code actually, which is going to be, I'm writing some marks. Okay. So don't worry about that. So marks are going to be like something like a 78, 89, 92. Okay. Some 96, let us say something like a 77, 85, and something like 90, maybe some 84 or something like that. And something like a 92. Okay, some data. I'm not taking just a small data actually, guys, which is completely biased data. Biased data means which you can easily understand them actually. So it's a completely like an biased data actually, guys. Next, I'm going to take something like n, which is going to be the gender actually, guys. So let me just write in an easy way. I'm writing the gender as n, which is going to be like M stands for male and F stands for female. So again, it is an M, and I'm going to say that M, then it is going to be F, female, and again it is going to be female, again it is going to be a male, and then it is going to be again a male and if male. One more time it was a male, then it is going to be female, then 90, female, again a female, and then it is a male, right? So this is going to be, don't worry guys, what I have been got done, don't worry about that. Just it is only to make you understand the concept actually. So have a look at the students data. Let me show you the students data actually, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 only we have got it actually. So male, male, this is a female, this is a female, this is a male, this is a male, and this is a female, and after that there was a male was there actually, right? So there was a male was there, right? Still, yeah, there must be a comma here. Yeah, don't worry, guys. Just look at the data carefully, guys. These are the marks that are obtained by students. These are the marks which are going to be obtained by the students and their respective genders, actually, guys. It's very simple data, guys. Don't think at a very higher level. This is very at a simple lower level only. You can study, you can understand that. So these are the marks and these are the genders what I have been got given, actually, guys. So if a student has got 78 marks, which is a male, 89 male, 92 female, 96 female, 77 is a male, 90 is a female, 85 is a male, 84 male, 92 female, 82 it is a male, actually, guys. Okay. So if you look at this particular data, actually, guys, what do you understand from this particular data? Anyone, guys? What do you understand from this particular data? Every data is going to tells you some story. Can anyone, guys? If you want, you can unmute yourself, or you can have a chat window is there. You can chat it also, actually, guys. You can send it as a text also. Tell me.
Sir, sir, it is a combination of rows and columns.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about the structure, actually. What is the data says? There is some story in the data, actually, that particular values, if you look at that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Suppose particular student or anyone, it
Hmm.
has marks
Hmm.
and his
Gender.
gender is mentioned.
Yes. Okay.
We are dividing the data in terms of male and female of a classroom.
Okay. Okay. Okay, it's if you observe carefully. Okay, as I said, no, it is going to be a little bit new to you. Okay, so I think okay, it's very easy, but I think you didn't clearly understand whatever the question I have been got it, actually. So if you look at this particular data, actually, guys, okay, a simple question. Otherwise, I'll ask you about that. Let us say that. Let us ask about a simple question. So look at this particular data. So this is the data what we are having. Now the question is going to be nothing but just an example, actually, guys. I have a student who has got a marks of which is going to be 80. And what is my question here is, just a minute once, guys. It is going to be nothing but I kept a question mark, actually. Have a look at the data, actually, guys. So if you observe carefully, what is my question here is, these are the marks of the students and these are the gender of the students of 10 students. Now there is 11 student is there. There are 11 students are there, actually, guys. Index starting from 0. Now the 11th student has got a marks of 80. Can you tell me what is going to be the gender? Can you identify what could be the gender of this particular person, actually, guys?
Male.
It is a male. Yes. How can you say that it is a male?
From seeing the data, it is all the females have scored all the higher marks, right? Above 90,
Okay, above
scored
90.
by a female.
Okay, that means, yeah, okay. So by looking at the data, you have created, you generated some rule, like it is going to be something like an gender, sorry. If the marks is going to be more than or equal to 90, then it is going to be nothing but gender is nothing but it's a female. Else, that means if the marks is not more than 90, then it is going to be male, isn't it? If your answer is yes, it is a female. If answer is no, it is going to be male. Isn't it? You identified some kind of a rule, you can able to identify that. Being the data is a very small data, we are able to identify very easily. But in real applications, it's not like that. So what do you understood from the past data is, if all the females are having the marks which are more than or equals to 90, and all the males are going to be having which is going to be less than 90, actually. I have already given a hint. It's a biased data. Generally in real applications, we can't say that, but every data is going to be tells you some story. Generally in real applications, the marks does not generally depends on the gender, but based on the marks, if I analyze it them, I have got this kind of an information. So what is my idea here is, see, normally most of the people thinks that, so we'll write a condition. If the marks is more than or equals to 90, then it is going to be female, else it is going to be the male. Generally, the programmer will write the program. But coming to the machine learning, we don't write any code, actually, guys. We will give this data to the machine. Machine automatically tells me like what are the rules, what I identified. It's a different, actually, guys. It's not like a programming language. Normally don't expect that like a C program or a C++ or a Java or a .NET will write some programs, actually. No, we'll write some code, but I'm not saying that I'm not writing any code. I'll write some code. but I'm not going to give any kind of a logic or something like that. I don't write it actually, guys. For example, if I show this data and ask a programmer to write a program for that, he will say that if the marks is going to be more than or equals to 90, then it is a female, else it is a male. Provided if the data is a very simple data, but in real applications, there are so many other factors will be there. And it's not just like a 10 records, 20 records. There may be some more and more records are going to be there. Okay, let me remove this data actually, because I don't require this data for our learning procedure. That machine will learn only from the 10 records. Based on that, the 11th record value will be predicted. That is what that is going to be happens actually. See guys, how many lines of code I'm going to write? Just observe carefully. Don't look at the code I'm writing. Is I'm writing any logic behind them? So somebody has asked me, let us say that if I given the same task to a programmer, he will think about, like a C programmer. He will think about, he will see, look at the data and he will identify. Yes, females has got more than 90 marks. Then he will develop a logic saying that if the marks are going to be more than 90, there are females. If the marks are less than 90, there are going to be males. But when the same task was given to a machine learning expert, what is a machine learning expert will do is, he don't write any logic for that. Simply what he is going to do is, he will put all this input, all this data to a machine. He simply, machine learning expert will never try to write any logic actually, guys. Machine learning habit is always give it to the system and ask the machine to learn from the data. So he will say that I don't learn from the data. I don't want to derive any insight from the data. I'm going to give this particular data to the machine. Machine is going to tell me. So here in this case, the data may be a small data. So I can do it very easily, manually I can do that. But even in the case, if it is a very large data sets, then I'm going to take the help of the machines actually. So don't worry about that. See, just 2 lines of code, I'm going to write it actually. So I have to create a model. This model is going to be decision tree classifier. Don't worry. It is going to be nothing but what I'm going to do is just a very, very simple task actually, guys. I'm giving the marks. I'm asking based on the marks, you have to learn the gender. That is what this meaning says that actually. So based on the marks, you have to learn the gender. That is the data I have given. Just only 2 lines of code I have written. That too, I didn't write any logic behind them. See where I didn't written any code, any logic at all. That is my data was there. And I have been asked my model, please learn. Can you identify the gender with the help of the marks? I have been asked it. Now the machine has been learned from the data actually, guys. So what it has been learned, do you want to see that? I'll show you once. Don't worry about that. So what is the code I'm writing and all these things? Don't worry about that. I'll just show you some, what the machine has been learned. I'm asking, can you please plot it? Can you please plot it what you have been understood? Okay, don't worry about that. Just I'm going to write some basic things I'm going to be writing. So feature names is equal to nothing but it's some marks. Don't worry about that. What are going to be nothing but the class names. There are going to be 2 classes are there. One is a female and the other one is going to be nothing but it's a male actually. See once how simply I didn't written any code actually, guys. I didn't written any code for that. Just I've written some small instructions I have been got written. But see what the machine is saying it actually, guys. It is saying something like this. If marks is going to be less than or equals to 89.5, actually, I've shown you some model actually, like something like that. I have written marks greater than or equals to 90. It has written marks greater than or equals to 89.5. Because 89 is a male, so 90 is a female, so it has taken 89.5. If the marks is going to be less than or equals to 89.5, leave this Gini index and all these things, leave it, does not matter. Totally, there are 10 samples are there. 4 females and 6 males are there. All that particular 6 males you can see on one side and all the 4 females has been given another side. Actually, it is due to some kind of the space insufficient. We didn't get it properly. Otherwise, we have to get something like this actually, guys. Marks less than or equals to 89.5. An arrow mark towards the left hand side, arrow marks toward the right hand side actually. I don't want to make you confused because if I want to make it more and more effective, I have to add a little bit more and more code we have to write it actually. Don't worry, it is going to be a small code actually, guys. Everything, it's a completely done by using Python. So by looking at that, it looks like it is going to be very complicated. But once if you start working on them, these are all going to be a very simple techniques actually, guys. There are going to be a very, very simple techniques actually. Have a look at that code, what I'm going to write it actually. Don't worry about the code. If you can see very clearly, we can see the application. Now you can see the arrow marks. So what it is saying is, the machine is saying that I learned this particular information. One thing you find out here is nowhere I have written the code. If nowhere I have written the logic, 89 point less than 89.5 is a male, more than 89.5 it is a female. I didn't written any code at all. Just I have been created a model and I asked the model, please learn. Can you please learn from the marks? Can you identify the gender? I have been given this. Immediately the machine has been learned and it has given me some kind of an insights. Can you see? Marks less than or equals to 89.5. If your answer is yes, come towards the left hand side. If your answer is no, go towards the right hand side. Simply all the 4 females and all the 6 males has been got separated with the condition actually. But in the case if it is a complicated conditions also, the machines can study them. For ourselves, it becomes a too complicated actually. For example, if I add an extra, one more record I have been got added actually. 60 is also a female. For example, I added an extra one more record. 60 is a female. Now I cannot say that. If marks is more than 90, it is a females, because females are having marks more than 90 as well as even less than 60 also we are having it actually. Then automatically if you can see, the tree automatically changes actually. The tree automatically changes. You can see that. Marks greater than, less than or equals to 89.5. If your answer is no, go to the right hand side. Then all the 4 females came. But less than 89.5, I cannot say. There are 1 female is there and 6 males are there. Then again one more condition. If the marks is less than or equals to 68.5, if it is more than 68.5, it is a males. If it is less than 68.5, it is going to be a female actually. See, dynamically how that particular machine was able to learn. So my main concept here is, I don't want to make you understand. I don't want to show the code and all these things. Can the machines can learn? Yes, the machines can learn actually, guys. Not only this, even the machine can say, that means the models can, the machine means nothing but machine learning models actually. The machines can say whether the person in the image is smiling or whether the person in the image is happy or whether he is sad or whether he was fear or angry, it is going to tell you actually. So I have a very interesting image. I have a very interesting image with me. So don't worry about that. PLT dot, which is going to be I am read. I have one small image with me actually, guys. See, you are going to be getting the very funny image it is going to be. A very, very funny image it is going to be. I'll show you the image actually. I'll show you the image. Don't worry, which is going to be I am show, which is going to be PX. So if you see the image, this is going to be the image of this particular person actually. So a very small boy, and how that particular image was there. He was angry. He was angry actually, guys. So I can make the machine to learn. Machine already learned that whether the person is whether the person in the image is smiling or whether he was angry or whether he was in anger or whether he was in disgust or whether he is a fear, whatever it may be. So we can ask the model, we can ask the machine, tell me whether this person in the image is smiling or whether he was doing what emotion he was there. So don't worry about that. I don't write any coding. Don't expect that like a program. So if this particular is so and so, print this message. If this is so and so, print this message. We don't write any such kind of a codes actually, guys. We really don't write any such kind of a codes. We are going to write it actually. Don't worry. Just it is only just a quite interesting concepts actually. So being on the first day, I don't want to start with any implementation. Just what exactly the machine learning is doing. That is what exactly I want to explain you actually. So don't worry. Just it is going to be the way which I'm going to be doing it actually. So detect is equals to FER and I'll write detect dot. It's taking some time to import it actually. Just a minute. It takes some time. I'm not writing any code actually, guys. If this so and so, write this condition. If the score is going to be though more than this much, write this condition. I'm not writing any such kind of a conditions. I'm just giving it to the system and asking the machine, you tell me what you have been learned from that particular data. The machine itself is going to telling me that what happened actually. Okay. It's taking some time, guys. So I don't want to take some time. Yeah, it was done. It was done actually, guys. So it is going to be emotions of, which is going to be nothing but the pixels actually. So it is going to be, nothing I done actually, guys. Simply I have been passed this image to this particular machine. The machine is going to tells me that the model is telling that he was angry with a 91% probability. 7% neutral and sad is going to be 0.02%. Don't think that somewhere I have written already the code and I'm writing this code actually, guys. No, nowhere I'm writing the code. I have a lot of images with me. You can just take any kind of an images, we can take it. So I have a lot of images are going to be there. You can just take a lot of images and we can do the applications. That's an example. So what type of emotion this person is showing actually, guys? He's showing fear. So now if I ask him, now it is going to tell you. In the earlier case, the previous image, 91% angry was there. But here it is going to be 88% fear was there. And there is going to be angry of 0.03 is there. Do you want to have any smiling? You can just take some smiley. If the person is smiling, then it is going to be shows you as an, which is going to be happy face actually. Or if I was sad, he was sad face. Even I have some images with me. So you can just check it out. Later we are going to work with all these things, guys. Later we are going to be working with all these applications. We'll work with them actually. Okay. So just what is my main point here is, I want to just tell you the saying that machines are able to learn. So somebody has already given some data to the machine. So this image is a angry, this image is a fear, this image is a smile. Machine studied that. Based on the study it has been done, it has been got predicting. Even here also I can ask the machine to predict. I'll give the marks. If I give the marks, machine can tell that these are going to be nothing but the gender actually. So don't worry. I can ask the machine, can you predict if the marks is going to be how much? So we can create it. Let us say something like, and I'm giving the marks actually. So if the marks are going to be something like, if the marks are going to be nothing but, I'm just giving some few marks, I'm giving it. So if the marks are going to be something like 78, if it is going to be 78, it is going to be 56. And let us say it is 92 and let us say 89. So I'm asking, tell me what are going to be the genders for this particular applications actually. So we have to close it actually. So if you can say that 78 is going to be male, 56 is going to be a female, 92 is also a male, female, and 89 is also going to be a male actually. So it is telling, if you pass the data, it automatically tells you 90, it is going to be a female. For example, 89, which is going to be nothing but it's a male actually. Because according to its learning, 89.5 less than or equals to 89.5. Even if I give 89.5, it is going to tell you that it is a male only. 89.95 is going to be telling that it is going to be male and all these things. So yes, so what is my main interesting here is, the point of discussion here is, yes, machines can learn from the data. They can study the data and they can tell you how the data was there, it is going to tell you. Based on that, what we can do some kind of a prediction, what we can do. So based on that, so whether this person is a male or a female, we can identify that. Not only that, when you go to real applications, we can do a lot of examples, what we can do. Okay. So that is just an idea about machine learning. So I just want to make you understand, can really machines can learn or not? That is what my point of discussion actually, guys. Yes, absolutely. We have been decided. Machines are able to learn. Okay. But how they will learn? Will they study automatically by themselves? No. Somebody has to guide them. Somebody has to help them to study. Then only the machines are capable to learn. So how that particular learning procedure takes place. So in the today discussion is whether the machines can learn or not only we have been got discussed. We discussed it that we finalized it that yes, machines can learn. But how they will learn? So who has to learn? Who has to make the machines to learn? Is anybody has to train that particular the machines? So how to do that? that we are going to take it in the next discussion. I'm going to take it actually, guys. Okay. So anyhow, it's a little bit odd time, guys. So that's why I don't want to extend it more and more for the today's class. So today is my first class now. So hardly it is going to be maybe somewhere around 50 minutes of the time I have been got taken. So why I'm just going to be stopping now is just I want to take some few questions from your side, because we'll have it. You people have some different doubts. You have it actually. So many doubts they have. Okay, so slowly, guys, one by one, you can use the chat window or you can unmute yourself. So if 5-10 minutes I can spend extra, guys, I can just I can spend some time. If you have any questions, actually, guys, you can just ask the questions. I can explain or I can clarify your questions. Or otherwise, I'll say that, okay, this wait for another 1 or 2 days. I can clarify them actually. Yes, anyone, guys, if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself if you want, guys, or you can use the chat window. There is a chat window is there. You can just post your questions or you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
This is Yogesh.
Yes, Jogesh.
Actually, recently I have done my MBA in business analytics.
Okay.
So it is for a beneficiary for this course for
Yes,
BA.
absolutely. I think basically you apply all your business, or as you are saying that the business analytics. So mostly you will be having the theoretical concept, right?
Yes.
Mostly theoretical concept, but how to implement them practically when you have a more of the data is there. Do you have any softwares or anything suggested during your academic?
No, actually, I have taken admission that time. COVID happened. That's
Okay.
why. There was no lecture that time.
Okay. So actually, basically, you have the theoretical concept. How do you apply all the business analytics and all these things? Now, but whenever it comes to the real applications, you have to use some softwares or you have to use some technology we have to use. That is what we are going to be applying here.
Actually, I'm working as a desktop support engineer last 5 years.
Okay.
So I'm little bit confused. I have to go either I will go to AWS cloud, either data science.
Okay.
So
but it is relevant to your, because AWS is going to be something, it's depending on the cloud architectures and all these things. But as you're saying that you completed your MBA as part of your business analytics, that is something relevant to that. So you have some that knowledge, if you gain this knowledge, both you can combine and you can make a little bit more effective for your job or something.
Actually, why I'm confused, because I have spent 5 years in the system administrator, like that job. So that's why I'm like, can I switch the
you can switch them. Yeah, it's not a problem, because not a programmatical skills. These are not any like in computer science or we have to require a programming language. These are all some kind of an conceptual based actually. So some maths will be there, some stats will be there, some concepts we are going to learning. So it's not in you should not treat it like a programming language. So we can just implement. So by you have a data with you, and we can just analyze them and make the machine to learn, and we can make the machine to predict actually.
Okay. May I know what is the duration?
It's a 5 months it will take it actually.
5 months?
Yeah, because we have an ML, we have a DL, we have an NLP, the prerequisites that we have a lot of concepts we are going to be having.
And this time is the continuously we taken classes in this time, right?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, we are actually it's an first time we have been started at 9:30, because so many guys who have been working are asking for a little bit late batch, because they're having their work schedules and all these things. They're unable to attend the classes properly, the sessions properly. So the first time we have been started at 9:30. So just we want to look like how many students are there. If you have more number of students are there, we can have a regular classes. But only thing is we cannot extend up to 11 o'clock. It becomes too odd time actually. That is not a learning time actually. That's one of the reasons. So that's why we want to make it up to 10:30 or 10:45, something like that. We want to make it actually.
Yeah, I don't have time issue in the evening.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yes, it is going to be yes, Nehasis. Sir, you told that the by marks we can predict the gender. So in the code, lastly, if you pass marks of 60, you will get male or a female. 60 means you are going to be getting a female only, but we didn't specify that it is a pass or a fail. So if you specify that it is a pass or a fail, then the machine can say that whether it is pass or whether it is a fail also. but we didn't specify that. But as of here, if I give 60, you can see that 60 is going to be nothing but if I give 60 here, let us say, if I give 60 here, right? You're asking that where I have been given. So just give me a second here, right? Yes, if I give 60 actually, but according to the rules, what it has been said actually. So what are the rules are saying that if it is going to be less than or equals to 68.5, it is going to be male. So if I give 60 means it is going to be no doubt it is a female only. So it is going to be predicting 60 as a female actually. But we didn't specify any pass mark and the fail mark actually. If we specified that, then according to that, it will tell that actually. So it depends on the data what we have been got given actually. Right. Fine, guys. Yes, any more guys? Any questions? Yes, Alekia, how many months it will take to complete the course? As I said that it will be 5 months generally if it is a regular classes of 90 minutes of class, but this is a little bit odd time now. So maybe we'll plan it. You will plan it. If you can really can take a 1.5 hour class, it will be 5 months of time, or else we have to take some extra classes on Sundays or like that to cover those particular extra classes. But hardly it will be somewhere around 5 months. It will take 5 to 6 months. It will take it. I like you. Right, guys. So guys, it's an anyhow. It's already 10:30. So
Sir, I want
yes,
one question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, do we provide any job assistant or placements?
Yes, the job assistance will be given. Job assistance means like as part of your interview point of view, whatever you require, like a resume preparation and with projects and capstone projects and all these things, I'm going to guide you actually. It's like a guidance I'm going to give you. It's from my side. It's not from any DURGASOFT. From my side, I'm going to give you all the assistance, whatever you require.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And one more thing, guys. Yes, absolutely. Notes and everything will be given, guys. Every day, whatever you can see, like how I'm writing the notes actually. So this is going to be the notes that will be given. So I'll share this particular PDF file. So I'm writing it now. So like and how I'm writing on a whiteboard, I'm going to write it actually. Like for example, the previous session, if you see, so how in the 6 o'clock batch, so how I have been got written, or in the 8 o'clock batch, how I have been got written. All these things will be shared directly to you along with the video, along with the PPTs, along with the PDF and along with the videos and whatever the code I'm going to write it also, even the code files, everything, whatever we have been discussed in the class, everything is going to be shared to the Google Drive. We are going to share it to you. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So guys, as I told you, so please attend some 3 to 4 demo classes, guys. You will be understanding about what do you mean to say about a data science and all these things. Yes, video for every class will be provided, guys. So I'll just show you like how the classes will be there. I just show you like 8 PM batch was there recently, was started actually. 8 PM was recently started. So let me show you that particular file. So like every day to day, its videos will be there. You can see like that. So if you can see all my batches actually. So 9 AM, 8 PM, 9 AM, etc. So if I open the 8 PM batch, so this is how the class will be there actually. So these are the videos. So November videos. So every day to day up to 12th. On Saturday, on 12th Saturday was there. So if you can see 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, 6th, I think holiday. 6th, I think one day class was not there. I think somewhere 8, Sunday, I think 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th. Which is going to be in the classes, how it is going to be there. I think one day I didn't take in the class on the Monday due to I was not feeling well. So like this, it is going to be there. Yeah, it will be taking the 1 week is going to be demo classes. So the regular classes will be starting from next Monday. Regular classes means it is going to be demos means not like we repeat the same session. Tomorrow I'll have a little bit extension for the today's class. Like technically what a data as in machine learning, what we have to do. So that kind of a discussion is going on. So it's going to be like a demo means to get a complete idea about like what is a data science contains and all these things. We'll be discussing about that. So every day-to-day class notes will be there like this actually, guys. November, you can see the day-to-day class notes. On the 12th, what I have been got discussed. So this is what I have been got discussed and whatever the code I have been got written. So this is going to be the code actually, guys. So whatever the Python code I have been got written on that day, that particular Python code you can see there actually. Like that, everything is going to be provided, even if the case if you miss the class, because it is an online classes. So there may be some network issues which you may not hear it properly. So on that day, whatever the Python code I have been got written on that day, that particular code will be shared to you like that. Okay. So thank you all of you guys. Thank you all of you for attending the session and for your time, so sparing some late time. So tomorrow, same link, same time, guys. My backend team will contact you guys because I was only just a consultant trainer for them. So my backend team, our backend team is there. They will contact you. They will discuss about all the fees and all these things. But initial information is it is 16K, guys. 16K is going to be the fees. I don't know how much they are charging now, but my information is 16K. But you can discuss with my backend team. Our backend team will contact you. Okay.
Hi, Vamsi.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, Sandeep here.
Yes, Sandeep. Yes.
If you get any doubts, how can we approach you?
We have an we'll be creating a Telegram group will be there. So in the Telegram group you can discuss it, and you can directly contact me through the Telegram group. You can call me directly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We'll be having a group. Will be maintained. Right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right, guys. Right. So thank you all of you guys. Thanks for sparing your late time. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow same time, guys. Thank you all of you guys.
Thank you, Vamsi. Bye.
You.